What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for the latest Manchester City news. So we're going to crack on with this video. Just a short one because we've had the international break. There hasn't been a lot to report on, but there is little bits and bobs. So first up, Fabian Delph. Not only has he been called up to the England squad, he was made captain for the friendly in the match versus the United States, which was dedicated to Wayne Rooney. Brilliant news, and huge congratulations there to Fabian Delph. He must have been absolutely delighted with that. He also managed to help England get an assist as well in the 3-0 win over the United States as Wayne Rooney bid farewell to his England duty. All round solid from Fabian Delph. Nice to see. Now next up, Benjamin Mendy. He's travelled to Barcelona. He's gone and seen Dr. Cugat after withdrawing from the France squad. He's had surgery on his knee. It's not his knee that he injured last season. It's his other knee. Apparently, though, it's not a cruciate ligament. It's not a cruciate ligament damage. So yeah, I'd say that's a positive. It's not considered to be serious, but it is considered to keep Benjamin Mendy out for a few weeks. We have not really had much more from that. We need a Pep Guardiola press conference, which we won't get until Friday time when we face West Ham for the Saturday match. I imagine there'll be questions then about injuries, and we'll get more information then. So stay tuned next week for Man City's latest news, and I'll give you an update on how long Benjamin Mendy will be out for. There has been some reports going round that some have been saying that it could be out till around Christmas, New Year time. So like I said, a few weeks. Gives a good chance now for Fabian Delph, who's just played well for England. It also gives a big chance for Zinchenko too, because he'll be playing back up to Fabian Delph. We might also see a little bit of Danilo. I imagine we'll be seeing more of Danilo though at right back rather than left back as we go through this really busy period from November, from the after international break of end of November into December as well, which, as we all know, will decide the Premier League title. December does. It's very, very challenging with a lot of difficult games. But there we go. The Premier League's had a meeting, so we've got some news from the Premier League. It's not really related to Manchester City, but because we're in the Premier League, it will affect us as of next season. For this one, certainly. But the Premier League's voted to introduce VAR into the Premier League. It's about time for the 2019-20 season onwards. It's a little bit strange, that one, that they've taken so long to do it, but it's nice to see, considering all the other major European leagues have got VAR. But, you know, there we go. We've also had news from Richard Scudamore too. He's leaving the Premier League, and one of the Chelsea people that's involved with the Premier League said he wanted to give him a £5 million bonus, which Richard Scudamore is going to take. Yeah. What people have been criticising him, saying that he should donate the money to grassroots football, to charity, etc, etc, which of course, you know, he's a well-paid job. He doesn't really need a £5 million leaving bonus, but there we go. Apparently a few Premier League clubs are refusing to pay the £250,000 each for each club in the Premier League. Man City aren't one of them. There we go. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below though. Next up, Premier League summer transfer window for next season. They're back from that meeting too. That is still going to be just before the start of the Premier League season. So next season, or the next summer window in 2019, is going to close Thursday, 8th of August at 5 o'clock, which is obviously just before the Premier League season, which will start that weekend. Now, in my opinion, I've drawn up my own conclusions from this, but when it's a European Championship year like 2020 and when it's a World Cup year, if it's in the summer like 2022 then, or 2026, but whenever there's a major competition, I think that they should extend that deadline. A lot of teams struggled with the summer business this season because the World Cup ended up going from beginning of June, when the teams were going through the practices, right through till the middle of July. Then they go on holiday until, early August. You don't really get a pre-season. Then you've got, 2 weeks or so to sign players. If you know, an important player, obviously there'll be a World Cup player, so there'll be an important player or a European Championship. I think on the years that there is a European Championship or World Cup, that it should be extended to the end of August for August 31st. And when there's not a major tournament on in the summer for international football, then it should be brought to the weekend before the Premier League season starts. Obviously, that's just my thoughts. Like I said, you're free to disagree. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. Next up, we've had some news on the Etihad Stadium and this expansion for the North Stand that we know that Man City's got planning permission for already. Now, the Mail on Sunday, they've been reporting that Manchester City have met with fans. I wasn't called there, so I wasn't aware of this meeting, but there we go. But apparently they've been discussing with fans about the North Stadium expansion, and Manchester City are looking at creating a 2-tier North Stand expansion, so they'll get rid of it won't go into a third tier like the South Stand. It'll just be one big tier sat in front of the first tier like that. There's been various designs. If you go on the forums like Blue Moon and that, you'll be able to see some of the drawings. I think it looks good. It's not the one-tier stand that a lot of people want, that Tottenham's got, that Borussia Dortmund's got, and I'd love for Manchester City to be able to do that. But apparently, with the infrastructure of the stadium, it's very complicated to be able to do such a project. The stadium hasn't been designed or built with in mind of having one big stand with one tier in it. So apparently, though, it may well be possible to be able to do 2 tiers with one large upper tier, if you get where I'm coming from with that, which I think would be decent. I don't know about you, but I think that'd be pretty decent. Apparently, Man City are waiting upon safe standing too. They want to expand the stadium to around 63,000 fans. They want to get ahead with this plan in the summer, so obviously they've got a couple of months before things will get into place. I imagine February, March time they'll start doing the initial bringing things in and starting the expansion for the summer, and it'll go on apparently for 2 years, according to the Mail on Sunday. So by the start of the 2021-2022 season, we may well have this expanded 63,000 Etihad Stadium. And also, like I said, Man City looking at safe standing. We're meant to be having a decision at the end of this year, so next month I think there's meant to be some kind of decision about whether they're going to have safe standing in the Premier League or whether they're not. And if they do, Manchester City are thinking the North Stand would be a good place to go and put the safe standing. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below of that situation. We're going to keep our eyes peeled. I imagine we won't have much more news on that until we get a decision on the safe standing. Then we'll move on from there. Back to international football. We're moving chronologically, as you may well know. But Kyle Walker, Johnstone, Raheem Sterling and Fabian Delph all started as England beat Croatia yesterday 2-1 at Wembley to reach the Nation League finals in June. We're going through to the semi-final, and then they're going to have the final a few days later in Portugal, who is going to be the host for that finals. Great to see, and good luck to, obviously you'll expect to see Kyle Walker, Johnstone, Raheem Sterling and Fabian Delph, if they're injury free, will be going there and participating. So yeah, excellent for them. Nice to see. And last but not least in the news, David Silva, he's been in Gran Canaria, where he was from, where he first started his football, and he's been in Gran Canaria. It's like a little testimonial game for him where he didn't play, but he had a nice presentation before the kick-off with the international friendly between Spain and Bosnia, where he gave a nice, he received a shirt with 125 on it, because he's got 125 caps for Spain, and it marks off a lovely era for David Silva with Spain and international football. A nice picture of him holding his kid too, as he receives his shirt, then goes and kicks off the game wearing jeans, as Edin Dzeko's there in the background, and Edin Dzeko took to Twitter as well and ended up saying congratulations to David Silva on his great achievement. Brilliant, you know, very heartwarming, and it's lovely to see. Spain ended up winning that game 1-0 too. So David Silva, you can come back to your second home now, to Manchester, where you're more than welcome and always will be welcome. So there we go, that's been the news. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up. Don't forget to stay subscribed. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure that you do and put your push notifications on. We're aiming for 2k subs. We're what, 200 and something, 270 odd, something like that, away from 2k. Well, I want to hit that before the year's out, so I want to see if we can. So if you are interested in the videos, you're watching the videos, and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, help my channel out, help me grow. That would be absolutely brilliant, and I'll love you forever. I love my subscribers forever that are subscribed at this moment in time. But yeah, I love all my viewers and everyone that's interested and everyone that enjoys JSGC. Leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Social media links, description below, Twitter, Instagram, my email's there too. You're going to hit me up with any sponsorships for any videos or any business inquiries, and let me know. Just hit me up, business email in the description below. And also, don't forget to go and check out my second channel, Jason Sidlow Travelman, and my brother's partner channel, Mixid, doing mixology drinks. You want to go and check them out, like and subscribe over there. I'll leave the links to them at the end of the video. Don't forget to share this video, help me grow, and I'll see you all again for the next Manchester City video. We've got a transfer news video coming up, I think on Wednesday. Then we're back to the normal videos from Friday onwards with all the previews, analysis, and talking all things Manchester City. So if you're a Man City fan, it's worthwhile subscribing. So I'll see you all then. We've got the latest news up again next week. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you all then for the latest Manchester City news, stories, headlines, views, whatever you want. So it's been JSGC. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.